We are live. Hello. This is a podcast that you have never seen before. I'm Sheepdog, and I have a bunch of people in a VC with me. So let's give some
with pitchforks.
With
We've got
pitchforks.
pitchforks. We've got torches.
Yeah. Let's give some context for this, because this was a podcast that we were gonna do 2 days ago that we didn't do. Let's give some background for those who are watching it from the beginning, which there may not be any. That's fine. So we were going to do a podcast because Team 17 came out with a big announcement. They came out with a new trailer for Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I'm a guy who has played close to 2,000 hours. KO has played almost 6,000. I don't know about the rest of the people in here, but they have been around Hell Let Loose for a long time. And I think everyone in here is in the comp scene, right? Everyone in this VC. Is there anyone not in the comp scene in this podcast right now?
Maybe
I've done a little, but
some retired in here.
Some retired. Hey, retired is still comp. Yeah, there is no retirement in comp, dude. There's no retirement, especially when it comes to Hell Let Loose. But I'm just gonna ask this point blank in the VC. Who likes the idea of Hell Let Loose Vietnam? Anyone?
Not gonna lie, I do. I'm just a fucking history nerd, and my entire college was focused on Vietnam War for my degree, so I love it.
Yeah, but we know that Team 17 is big about historical accuracy. So I mean, do you think there'll be historical accuracy?
Well, they already said they're not going to make the maps like to scale, but they're going to focus it around the big hitters.
Okay.
And there's already 6 I can think of that are going to be great.
And I think they announced six maps off the opener. Yeah.
Actually, it's nice to have you in here because you can provide context on stuff that we don't know about.
Yeah.
Like, and how well this will translate into a video game, because I don't think we've really seen a good Vietnam game since like Rising Storm 2.
That was the big one, right? That's the nostalgia of it. I mean, like, obviously,
that's what everyone's going to compare this to.
Yeah, because Burning Lands didn't come out, right? And then Rolling Thunder Vietnam was too raw. It's in pre alpha. It's not even pre alpha. Like, it is raw. By the way, I want to shout out to Rolling Thunder Vietnam. It makes me really sad that game's gonna die.
God, I love that game.
Yeah,
when it came out,
it's gonna make me really sad. I mean, and I was thinking about it the other day, like in terms of video games that have had Vietnam in it. I mean, other than the ones that we mentioned, the only ones I can think of is COD.
Yeah, Black
Ops. Yeah, that's the only ones. I mean, and like people love that. Right? People love that. I know that, like, if you look at, like, because there was a bunch of content creators who came out after, even Moydog came out with a video today. I haven't watched it yet, but Moydog came out with a video today talking about Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I know, like, guys like Alpine, was it Alpine or Soul? I think it was, maybe it was Soul Sniper, who came out and said, like, thrilled that it's Vietnam. I struggle.
I think most people are, though. I think
it's going to have the same effect that Battlefield Bad Company 2's DLC of Vietnam did. Like, people loved that. Everybody ate it up.
I think it was
incredible.
I think, like, business practicality, like business decision, it would have made so much more sense for it to be like a DLC. Like, build the Hell Let Loose brand. Like, we're seeing Rainbow Six Siege has been out for 10 years now. And it's had a huge resurgence. Obviously, it's a AAA game, and it's got like Ubisoft, huge developer support, and all that. But instead of making a new game, it's like Fortnite as well. You know, it's just one big brand,
right?
And I think part of it is that they couldn't do that with Hell Let Loose because the spaghetti code, and they took it over from Black Matter, the previous developer. And I think Team 17 probably won't freely admit this, but they didn't know what they were doing when they took over this game because they were not the developers of it, which is fair enough, right?
Sure.
So it does make sense for them to make a new game. But what I think doesn't make sense is to completely change the setting especially when like you're such a small niche game already. And like you said, like there's not that many. Vietnam is not the most popular, exciting video game setting.
Well, I mean, there's I don't and tell me if I'm wrong. I just don't see any diversity.
Diversity of it, yeah.
I don't see any diversity. I mean, it's just gonna be jungle on jungle on jungle. Vietnam's not a big place. Like it's just, and it's not a war that had a diverse. I mean, it's just gonna be jungles. I mean, yes,
But
tunnels.
there'll be jungles. There'll be cratered fields, a la Kursk, basically. And jungle. There could be some interesting mountain environments, right? But
I'm sure there'll be some urban fighting, I think. Right?
Yeah,
like,
so they're definitely gonna have like Hue for the Tet
Yeah.
Offensive, which is a
Mhm.
massive, street fighting around the Citadel. They're gonna have like Khe-Sanh, which is the bombed out plateau full of trenches. It's gonna play probably like Kursk. La Drang Valley, that's gonna be just rolling hills and rice paddies. Fucking Da Nang, coastal cities with like the massive airbase and shit like that. Like I think they have a lot they can get into, for sure. Now later it's gonna be a little struggle, but at first I think they're gonna be fine with maps. It's gonna be a good mix of like urban between jungle, swamp, and like fortified areas for sure.
So basically, they'll get you at first because
Yeah.
they'll get you at first because they got enough diversity to make it count.
I just like when you think of like World War II or you're even doing like World War One. I'm sure like if we sat here for 30 seconds, we could list like dozens upon dozens of cool map ideas. Italy, more African maps for World War II, the whole entire Pacific theater. Like there's so much content that
Peggy 16.
they could have
Feels
still
like it's
done
just
with
left
World War
behind.
II.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, I mean, we gotta be honest with ourselves. Once Vietnam comes out, I don't think they'll be releasing any new maps for Hell
No,
Loose. They might
it's done.
do.
It's done. I mean, Hell Let Loose.
I think there's a plan, and they've trust them at your own will, but they have said that they're going to have a full development team for each game. But where does that, like, how long does that go? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because at some point, even if we all buy Hell Let Loose Vietnam, we can't play both at the same time, right? So the player base is inevitably going to be split a little bit, if not completely. Everyone's going to go to the new game. So at some point, they're going to have to make the most practical business decision, which is probably going all in and supporting the new game. That's more likely making them money than
That they spent a lot of money
7-year-old
on
game.
developing, too.
A ton. Well, and buying the game, $50 million to buy Hell Let Loose in the IP. So I
You
mean,
think
like,
they've made that back? I don't think they've made that money back.
No way, dude. No.
there's no
There's
way that's
no way,
possible.
right?
No. Now I could see. Here's one thing I could see because it's not always like, okay, I'm solely making money off of Hell Let Loose for $50 million. Okay, like one long-term investment, like because now I'm buying the IP. And like I said earlier before the podcast turned on, I'm also buying the player base. And so, like, I'm not buying them, but you know what I mean. Like people recognize the
Requiring.
name. I'm getting the name. I'm getting all this. So it's a long-term investment because now I can release things like Hello Loose Vietnam or whatever they decide to come out with, right? The second is I do think that like now it puts Team 17 on the map in terms of a name, and people may buy other games. I know it did for me. I bought a game from Team 17 after Hello Loose came out. I think it's Marauders, which was that like kind of space looter shooter type
Oh
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
that one died.
Yeah, it was fun when I played it.
That was a good game.
It was a good game. I enjoyed it.
I hear KO's into date everything or whatever it was.
Date Everything, is that a Team 17 game?
That is a
Sure is.
that is a popular
man.
new
man.
release.
Okay, so before we go any further, let's take a second and let's look at the trailer. Okay, I put it in the stream. Okay, let's just look at the trailer for a second because let's talk about the good and the bad. Okay, like so obviously this is the last how many 21 seconds. So there's 21 seconds of gameplay in this entire trailer. The rest is AI. Okay, you may be able to take away some stuff from the beginning.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, it's all filler.
AI.
It's all
it looks
filler cinematic. Is all it is.
I would bet money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's not AI generated, it's AI upscaled.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not personally interested in watching.
It's not
the
gameplay.
non-gameplay.
It's non-gameplay, is what it is.
I loathe.
Yeah.
Continue.
So, I mean, to be fair to Team 17, most trailers are non-gameplay these days.
Yeah, but it could have been better. Like look at take and I'm comparing it to other games, so give me some grace on it. But take what's that game from not Bethesda, the people who made Fallout New Vegas, Outer Worlds 2. They made one that's completely non-gameplay. It's absolutely brilliant. Like, it's a great way to advertise. So, like, you can make a trailer with non-gameplay and it be great promotional, okay? But that was not super high quality, okay? Well, it's better. Well, I'll put it this way. It's better than the one they came out with that everyone memed on. Okay, so it was better than that, okay? And it had mortars in it, and it had boats, which were both announced as part of that will be part of the game when it comes out. Okay, so that wasn't just like filler. They were indicating that will be part of it. But so let's look at the trailer. So like right off the rip, this is the first thing that you notice. Like it's UE5.
Yeah, I mean graphically the game looks much better.
Much better.
Hell Let Loose.
Yeah. Just watch for a split second. The running movement, I mean, so reminiscent of Hell Let Loose, right? It's clearly like that was the first thing that I noticed was like that is.
It looks exactly the same.
It looks like Hell Let Loose on the movement,
which honestly, that's a pro for me.
I don't mind it. It's not. It doesn't bother me. At least it'll be familiar to players, right?
Yeah. Speed is a big deal.
I love this helicopter. I love the idea of helicopters being part of combat and being like, and they said like helicopters will be. It sounds like helicopters will be flyable. If they're not, I will be pissed.
They're going to have their own class. There's a helicopter like the pilot, the gunner, and like a crewmate or something.
Yeah.
It's not going to be like a half track or anything like that.
No, apparently they're like usable.
It's gonna be its own squad.
Like
it's going to be like a squad. Okay.
It's going to be like
it's going to be its own squad, just like a tank squad.
Yeah.
It'll be its own squad.
Yeah. Obviously, like, keep in mind too with some of this stuff, the graphics might not be final, right? Like, because it'll be pre-alpha when it comes out. You know, they mentioned in the Q&A that like they're gonna do alpha and beta for this game in 2026. But the explosion very reminiscent of Hell Let Loose. I mean, like, I don't think that explosions really necessarily sell me on a game. So. I mean, it doesn't look great, but it's not bad either. So, and the assets are brand new. These are brand new assets. I appreciate that. It doesn't look like
freeze frame.
Yeah, from the freeze frame.
Explosion looks like it's like photoshopped in.
Yes, it does. It's not so great. It's not great, but it may not be final either. I'll give them that. It may not be final, you know. So let's go on. Oh, let me go on. Oh, apparently that was way too far back. Okay. It's this one right here. Okay. I mean, like clearly the figures right now are pretty. I mean, this may not be final either as well, but the lighting doesn't seem bad at all. I like the lighting. It's kind of bright, but like that may be my screen too. It's not bad. This right here, so this is interesting. So suppression, obviously, still going to be part of Hell Let Loose. You got the thumper. I love the idea of running some like 40 mic. I love that. I think that's great. Let's see. This is what's interesting. The tanks. Like, first off, I think that asset looks pretty good. As a tank, looks pretty good. What's tanking gonna be like in freaking? I mean, tanking is freaking broken in Hell Let Loose. In Hell Let Loose Vietnam, what's tanking gonna be like? Because is the other? I mean, like, this is where I need the historical help. What freaking armor did they have on the Vietnam side?
Russian.
So did they
Chinese armor.
have a lot of tanks?
Yeah, the NVA did.
Okay.
Wouldn't say a lot, but they definitely had them.
They had them. Okay.
I think they confirmed that there will be no helicopters for Vietnam.
Yes, they did. But they give them the trenches.
Accurate.
They give them the trenches.
Yeah,
and
they give them the tunnels to pop up around anywhere.
Right. And what it sounded like to me, and I like this, is that the tunnels are buildable. They're not like
they're buildable.
They're buildable, which is good because now it's not like oh, I know where the tunnels come up and I just camp the tunnels entrances.
Yeah.
Like
it's dynamic.
It's dynamic, and I do appreciate that. I think that'll be good. Again, explosions is kind of the same. Let's see. Let's scoot a little bit further. Gosh, the frames are so quick. This is that a NWA guy right there? It's tough to tell.
NVA,
yeah, that's an.
He's running with an AK.
Yeah, he's running with an AK. Yeah. I mean, it's not bad.
Easy trigger.
Yeah. Let's see. There you go. This looks real open to me. I mean, this landscape's nice, man. This is better than any of the Burning Lands stuff, in my opinion. I don't think Burning Lands was in Unreal Engine 5 either, so take it for what it is. But RPGs is something that gets me excited. I will say, I like RPGs. The flamethrower on the tank is a little weird. Like he's flaming the tank. I don't know if you saw that, but like he's like flamethrowering a tank right there. But they got flamethrowers. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I still have never used a flamethrower in Hell Let Loose, so that'd be kind of nice if I got to use a flamethrower.
I've yet to use it too.
Really?
Hopefully, it's not locked behind level 8 support.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting thing how they do loadouts and stuff too. Like,
yeah, I think they really need to make a change on how they do class setups and things like that.
As a content creator, I want to point this out. I'm going to play this real quick. The way that they transition on that
was a smooth transition.
Is so smooth. I will say that's for all the crap that I give them for the first minute and 9 seconds. That's this compilation of clips is really nice, really quick, right? But really nice. Here's the thumper. They're using a thumper on a tank, though. Is that a thing? Is that actually a thing?
Is that a thumper? I don't think that is.
It's a law, isn't it?
Oh, is it a law? Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
it's a law. My bad. Okay.
Yep,
that'll be the
standard.
Right, that'll be the standard AT.
Yeah.
Kit.
Yeah. I like the water. I like that the water effect that it has on your screen. And you saw it for a split second. Let's see. There you go. You can see the water.
I can swim.
Yeah, I hope you can. Yeah. There you go. The gameplay looks good. They didn't there is nothing in that gameplay really that I'm like, bro, that's broken. And that it's why would they show those clips? All the clips make sense. The beginning, I'm just it's just to tell it. To me, the only real benefit to the beginning is to tell you this game is going to be a Vietnam game. That's it. That's the only benefit to it. I mean, part of me is with the how do they do the game modes? I don't think they're going to be doing it like they were in Hell Let Loose 1. The game, the each side is dynamically different.
I feel like offensive would be more of a common game mode.
I could see that. I could see that. Yeah, I could absolutely see that. Well, we know that people love offensive in Hell Let Loose.
I do, but too much for normies.
I don't hate it like a lot of people do.
A lot of people hate it.
Well, it's like friggin' operations in Battlefield 1 was the best way to play the game by far. And I think offensive is, pretty
Yeah,
good.
I think offensive just doesn't work very well in Hell Let Loose because, like, it relies on the players setting spawns up.
It's like long term, are you gonna add, like, you can't really add too many factions or guns or equipment.
But that's what I'm saying is, like, I think the base game will be great, but what's the future for it? Like, what can you add to Vietnam?
Or are they just gonna release a different game by the time that runs its course?
And again, when we look into like current Hell Let Loose and World War II, there's just dozens upon dozens of factions, like maps, like so many different things that we haven't seen in World War II yet.
And I get it, your like team's only so big and all that, but like,
and really like I think the last AAA World War II game was what, Battlefield 5?
That or
Call of Duty Vanguard. I don't think that counts because that doesn't count.
So this is the official statement from them: 6 distinct game modes, offensive, warfare, and 4 alternative new game modes. I would assume one of them would be something like skirmish that they had.
Mhm.
Another one's probably going to be like search and destroy.
Search and destroy.
That would be my maybe like a
rush,
or like a domination thing. Capture the flag
or conquest style, Battlefield style.
Yeah. I'm all for more game modes.
I'm all for more game modes, 100%. Yeah,
because I think like from a competitive standpoint, because we're gonna speak from a competitive standpoint. From a competitive standpoint, adding more game modes increases the viability of your game being competitive. Do I ever think it's gonna be professional? No, not with the player count being what it is, but it's just not viable financially. But and furthermore, I don't think they'll invest in it either.
It's like, as much as I'm dogging on this, it's like I would like to see it do great. I would like to see Hell Let Loose 1 do great, but it's like, realistically, what can you expect?
That's the double-edged sword, though, right? Like, if it does great, then why would they continue?
Hell Let Loose 1.
I just don't see a future where both games are thriving. Yeah. I feel like one has to die in order for the other one to.
And I don't necessarily trust Team 17. I don't. Let's look at their track record.
Worms. Sorry.
They've done some good stuff. I will say. There were like loadout bug was still a thing when they bought the game. They got rid of loadout bug. Let's put it that way. They've done. I like the new maps that they've done. The ones that they have done specifically, I like that. Have not seen them come out with a single faction in all my time playing Hell Let Loose. They talked about doing a faction, but let's not forget either. Like, so they've created some good stuff, but like their roadmaps are so freaking all over the place, dude. Like, they say, oh, we're going to do this one thing, and then they don't do it. Their entire roadmap, they really didn't do. They were talking about doing, like, the Finnish forces and whatever.
They had to scrap the roadmap as well, because they realized that it was just too much for them to be able to do.
Right.
But now we know why.
And then it became about the health of the game and fixing bugs. And like you said,
they took 5 minutes to look at the game, and they're like, let's just build a new one, dude.
Yeah.
I mean... And to be fair, if it's the spaghetti code and stuff, and that's the way they want to go, fine. Like, I get it. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I'm not mad about that at all. Like, I don't know. One of the things that they said to enhance player movement, including swimming, climbing, and fast crawling, interactions such as dragging co-combatants away from active fire to give them a chance to heal and re-engage, all adds to the immersive battle experience. I like that.
Like
all of that would be great.
Yeah. I like that.
All of that would be great for sure.
If they do it, I will say it's not like it's something that's never been done before, so it's viable, right? Like, I mean, look at Battlefield 6. You can drag people and heal people. There's other games where you can drag people and heal them. I mean, there's some things that they're promoting that I just don't care about. Revamped tutorial and player onboarding, I could care less. I could really care less. I mean, like, we went without a tutorial for so long. I mean, it
I
just
feel like you just taught your
I think
friends how to play the
a
game.
tutorial would be nice. A mandatory tutorial.
Throw
would be
you
nice.
in, dude. Look, it's not hell let loose unless you're
Trial
thrown
by
into
fire.
the thick of it, dude, and don't know what the heck you're doing, dude. But
Yeah, except for level 1 squad leads, just need a admin message every 2 seconds that says build
exactly,
open.
dude. That's part of the hell let loose experience, man. It's just part of it. Man, I just, there's a lot of stuff that makes me really excited about it, and some of it I'm just like, is it just too good to be true? Is it just, I mean, like, and obviously, like, we're ways long away from all this coming out, and there's not much to gather from it. I just, and this is what KO said earlier. I think it just splits the play. Well, there's like 3 scenarios that he laid out that I agree with. One, Hell Let Loose Vietnam kills, and people stop playing Hell Let Loose 1, and then it loses its support. Hell Let Loose Vietnam does terrible, and everyone goes back to Hell Let Loose 1. And there actually could be a number of scenarios off of that, like we were talking about earlier. One that, like, if it does bad, if Hell Let Loose Vietnam does bad and people stay on Hell Let Loose 1, then they may say, like, well, we're not going to support Hell Let Loose 1 anymore in an effort to push them towards Hell Let Loose Vietnam.
force it into the new game, right?
Right. Yeah, and I can see that.
And we've seen like Call of Duty do that.
Yeah.
Like jam the new game down your throat when every time you load up the old game.
That's
You
the
just
case scenario. They allow you to run both at the same time.
Devil Dog, how much can they add to it compared to Hell Let Loose 1? I feel it's a cash grab to Hell Let Loose 2. I think they could add more. I really do. To defend Team 17, based on what they talked about, I think they could add more. I mean, one, there was no helicopters in freaking Hell Let Loose 1. I'll take helicopters. That's cool. I mean, like, look at games like Arma and Squad and all these games where you can do vehicles and big scale shooters. Love it. I love that idea. I mean, like, as long as it's not janky, and that's one thing we don't know. What's it gonna be like? I mean, like, these are all great in concept, and then when you go to play it, is it janky? Is the tanking janky? I mean, like,
right.
I mean, that's gonna be a big part of it. Do I think it's a cash grab only to the extent that, like, Team 17 has to make money off of it, and from that, I'm not complaining about that. I to me, it makes perfectly logical, rational sense. It's just a matter of, is it a good game, or are they just like, I mean, because do I think it's going to be like Madden, where they just do the same game every year and they just reskin it? No, I don't think so. I don't think it's like that.
I don't think they could do that if they tried, since they didn't create the first game. Right?
No, I don't think so. I don't think they could either. This is not like they're just doing
but on the flip side,
UE5
I think what a lot of Hell Let Loose players would love, like, they love the game. They love how Hell Let Loose works. It's just a little clunky and it needs to be refined and polished and sharpened. And that's one thing that has not been, like, neither development team has been able to do that with Hell Let Loose, is just stamp out the bugs and really refine and polish the game. And I think that's like one of the biggest issues with Hell Let Loose, right? Is oh, my bipod still doesn't set up properly after 6 years, and oh, I shot the guy in the one shot kill game and he didn't get one shot killed. Like,
well,
the bugginess has become part of the identity of Hell Let Loose, unfortunately.
That's
well, they said they fixed bipods, but they're worse.
Right,
overall,
right,
yeah,
right,
worse.
Exactly,
right, right.
Like, I don't care about being able to swing, like, 20, 30, 40 more degrees. I care about, why the hell can I not put down this MG on flat ground? I get that all the time.
Yep.
So for me, it's not just about adding, like, even with regular Hell Let Loose, adding a shiny new map and a new submachine gun and whatever new tank, like that's not what that hasn't gathered more players, that hasn't made the current player base happy. And I think like adding things like server admin tools and support for new players like they talked about, and polishing of the game, like that's the type of stuff that would make a lot of people happy.
It's not sexy though. Like those things right there aren't gonna
It's
sell
not
the game.
helicopter shooting flamethrowers and explosions.
It'll like for people who are playing the game. Let's put it this way: like it'll sell the game at first. If it doesn't have that polish, especially when it goes live for the first time, it's gonna piss people off. Now, does it keep people from playing the game? That's where I think it's gonna like. Listen, people have been dealing with this for the entirety of Hell Let Loose. They're gonna still play the game, which is what's infuriating because it's like they can basically get away with that if they want to, and still sell the game. It's not gonna keep people away. It hasn't kept people away still. I mean, I say that. I mean, Steam charts may tell you otherwise, but people are still playing Hell Let Loose. Hell Let Loose is not dead.
And well, I don't know about you guys, but like, how many of you have like loaded up? Like, I loaded up Squad. I played Squad before I ever played Hell Let Loose, and it was just too slow and too clunky, and I didn't like it. Same with Postscriptum. It didn't feel good. And Hell Let Loose, despite all the bugs, it feels better than those, which is a big part of the reason why I like it.
Yeah.
I just love learning curve of Hell Let Loose too. And I think that's the hardest sell.
Yeah, I mean, if you put a tutorial in there, right, that's going to help a lot. And I think that like that leads to new players, right? So like, and maybe that leads to better retention. I don't know. So right now, like if you look at the Steam charts, it's so December. What I'm showing, I know you were saying 2021. What I'm showing KO is that on Steam charts, the all-time peak was in December 2024 at 21,000.
Free weekend.
Oh, so you're looking at non-free weekends for the Okay. So 13,000 for February 2021.
It was like 18,000 July of 2022.
Got it. Okay.
So that was like 6 months after I think Team 17 took over. They hit the peak without doing a free weekend. I mean, the game was probably on sale at the time, but I don't think they were doing free weekends that early.
It's been dropping over the last year for sure. And so like cuz now it's down to like the 24-hour peak right now is 5,900. There's 4,183 playing right now. The average has gone down. The last 30 days, the average player is 3,468. I mean, they need to increase because they've literally gone down 6,000 average players since January. So, I mean, but this game is still over a year away, I would assume. Like it's going to be 2026.
Like
but
fully released?
No, I think even alpha. I mean, how long is it? I mean, I could see it being an alpha for a long time. I think it's set to tell. I mean, they say 2026, but like, and we're in August right now, so yeah, dude. They just didn't show much gameplay. It's not like that was a gameplay trailer,
right?
They showed the best of what they had.
It was a teaser.
Yeah, it was a teaser trailer. Yeah. Which, by
on
the
flip
way,
side, though, like, and I've talked about this a few times, like, with how slow the updates have been and like how limited they've been for Hell Let Loose. Surely it's because they've been putting a lot of effort into a new game. Like I called this. I hate to be I told you so, but I called it that they were making a new game.
Yeah. I think
there's no way that a business is supposedly putting their full support into this current game with the limited support that Hell Let Loose has gotten over the last couple of years.
I mean, I've seen it in other games too. Like I used to play Rocket League a lot, As soon as Epic bought them, the updates to the game kind of like meandered out, other than item shop stuff, and they ended up making Rocket League Racing or whatever.
Yeah.
In the Fortnite, so it's like when a game updates die out, they're probably working on something else.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And again, I don't think it's a bad thing.
No.
Like I said, I don't think they could have fixed Hell Let Loose with the history of it and the fact that they didn't develop it originally. I just think that putting it as Vietnam as the setting is just really going to divide people, and I don't think it's going to bring in as many players as they think it will.
Yep. Well, I think they'll get a lot of players. I think
initially. I mean, I don't think it'll break the. I don't think it'll go past the all-time peak for Hell Let Loose. I really don't.
21,000 is the all-time peak.
I feel like Arma people, Squad people, they're all going to be drawn to it just to really try it out.
If you've ever looked at other communities, like there's a lot of complaints about Hell Let Loose, and a lot of people will give you there's a lot of reasons why people don't play Hell Let Loose that we don't really see that because we do play it, right? So we're in our bubble of we do enjoy the game, but there's a reason why Squad has triple the player base. There's several reasons why, and those players will give you the reasons why they don't like Hell Let Loose.
See, the reason I think there's hatred for Hell Let Loose between those games is Arma and Squad are more aimed towards competitive players. Not like actual comp teams and shit like that, but like more of a competitive aspect where I view Hell Let Loose as more for like the casual player that wants something more than what like Battlefield is or something. Arcade.
It's not quite Battlefield, but it's not Nicki Minaj Call of Duty skin running around either.
It's something that's like not.
It's hardcore Battlefield in a sense.
I think that's what Hell Let Loose needs. I think it needs more Nicki Minaj skins. I think that's what it
needs. Beavis and Butthead.
Dude, I want to play. I want to play Hell Let Loose as Lizzo, dude.
Listen, if Team 17 can bury the hatchet and put a Kainashi skin in, I'll buy 2 games.
Bro, buy the
2
bro.
copies.
Yeah. Shout out to Team 17. Buy the Dog's Den pack, for $19.99.
Use code cheap
with the Capri Sun.
Yeah, use promo code Capri Sun, to get half off on your DLC. I mean, think about it.
The DLC Team 17 have put out have been cool.
Mm-hmm.
But like people, I just don't think it's.
I don't think it'll do better than games like Helldivers. Helldivers had 51,000 peak. I don't think it'll do better.
I think it'll sit around 30,000 peak, especially since just alone like going into work yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my coworkers know I play Hell Let Loose because I talk about it, and they've never wanted to try it, and like they were hyped about a Vietnam game coming out. 5 of them, and I'm like, what? And they're.
I just want to know what the international community thinks of this.
They don't. Well, did you listen to Das Altberg? All
the European people I've heard are like they don't even know anything about the Vietnam War or like what's appealing about it.
See, but they were involved in it.
They don't know. They still don't know. Dawson, no.
Crazy. Well, he's what, German?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Germany was involved, but like Netherlands, France, UK, Poland.
Well,
they were all
get Flynn's
involved in the war.
opinion on it.
Flynn doesn't like it. Flynn is not a big fan.
As far
as
I know, he doesn't like it.
Flynn is not a big fan of this. Flynn is our handsome Dutch man. People who watch the Dogs Den will know him, but yeah, he's not a fan. See, Rocket League has their peak at 27,000. You telling me that Hell Let Loose is gonna have a higher peak than
is that it? Really?
Rocket League? Yeah, 27,000.
Are you looking at Steam numbers?
Yeah, Steam charts.
The Rocket League's not for sale on Steam.
That's a good point. It's on. Yeah, that's true.
It's not a Steam game.
Oh,
the player base has dropped off a landslide.
I do think it'll have a pretty decent. I think it'll have more than Hell Let Loose 1. Because I think there's going to be a lot more hype going into it.
Yeah, I think there will be too. I do believe that.
It'll just be interesting to see what comes of the next year.
Thing is, I found Hell Let Loose. I think from Jack Frags, who's like 2 million subs on YouTube,
Yeah.
and he's posted a few videos of Hell Let Loose and had like hundreds of thousands of views and he's had like positive things to say about it, but
Big
that hasn't
BF1 guy.
But that hasn't
Or
translated
BF6.
into the game becoming more popular, even with huge content creators advertising it.
Yeah.
Like Yodcast.
Here's a question: with Team 17 having a good connection with Microsoft, do you think it's going to drop on Game Pass right away?
I think it's going to drop full price, $60, $70 game.
Oh, yeah, but do you think it's a lot of $60, $70 games go directly to Game Pass?
It depends, because they also had that deal with Epic where the game was free for a weekend or a week or something like that. So I think that's just all that was to get player base grabs, to hopefully find a couple players that like the game to continue to play.
I mean, it works. You also got to look at Steam charts. It doesn't account for the people that are on Game Pass as well.
Or console.
When you go into a server,
True.
half the people in there have the little Xbox symbol next to their name.
I don't know how big the console community is.
It's huge.
It's
huge.
Console's not. Console's like 5,000 people.
But the comp community is crazy though.
Right? More people have access to consoles than they do PC.
I mean, the excitement and energy is there from console, which I love, but
they
are not as big as I thought they were.
Well, they got a lot more comp players. I mean, they have a tournament coming up that's 58 teams.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, they're blowing up.
Game, you get 2 matches in the APL.
But I think a lot of it is because they're barely just now getting these features like admin cam and stuff. Like, that's so recent to them.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. So is it 49s now for consoles? Since they have
49s. They have 35s and 30s. Yeah.
Because wasn't it 50s at one point for console? Because they couldn't.
Well, they didn't have server browser until not that long ago.
They've always had 49 to be 49.
So how did the competitive scene work without the server browser?
Yeah, it's a whole thing, dude. Because they'd have to click into the server at the same time and then kick people out.
They'd have to invade an official server and stack their clan on one side and vote kick all the randoms out. It was terrible.
That's awesome.
It was a whole thing, dude. And they didn't have admin cam. Well, no
admin cam either.
No admin cam, and then because it was all like you just join in, there was no server browser, so they didn't have private servers, so they couldn't do like the research that PC teams could do. So like Rocket Snipes is like brand new to them. And honestly, like, they have some really good rocket snipes going on, dude. Like, every match that I've casted in console, they have some crazy rocket snipes.
Are they all controller, or are they allowed to plug in?
No, they're not allowed to do anything other than controller.
Okay.
Yeah, like the game doesn't. No, the game doesn't let them. The game does not allow.
I heard that there's some workarounds.
There's probably
with
workarounds,
that, but the comp scene has strictly prohibited anything other than controller. Except they may have Cronus.
Because I've tried playing on controller on PC.
Cronus and Zims.
Because I have that GeForce now, and it's so hard. I don't know how they do it.
Well, when you're used to playing on the controller all the time,
I feel like tanking would be easier though.
Commanding is a butthole.
Oh, I can imagine.
Oh my god!
Is there aim assist?
Yes.
Okay. That's great.
I'll tell you, dude. You know what one of the worst things I've heard, and one day, me and KO, we casted a finals match, and it was there were 2 teams. One was Rofs, and the other one was 3-5. After the match, I hopped into 3-5 server for like a few hours, and I was talking in their VC, dude, and they were like telling me about comms because they're like trying to scratch my brain about it, and I'm like, I'm the wrong person for this, but they were asking me about comms, and they were saying they kept saying red chat, green chat, blue chat, and white chat, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I finally realized what it is. So the way the comms work in console is like, so they have your standard command chat, squad chat, prox chat, but they don't use Discord. No one uses Discord because they're all on console. And so they use, but they have a white chat, which is their party chat. So they all get into their like 6-man parties because it's a max of like 6 people in a party at a time. And so they get into like they have to strategize how they do it. And so I was telling them about like things like Discord and TeamSpeak, and they're like, you could do that, like, but they can't do it in console because they can't get 49 people to. I mean, what are they gonna do? They're gonna everyone get Discord on their phone, and then communicate.
Most consoles have Discord integrated.
Yes, but it screws up with the sound because it suppresses your game audio when you do. So like, I remember when we were casting, and like you would watch people walk by while they're shooting, and you're walking past airheads, and you're like, what is happening? It's because the sound's so crappy because they have the comms going the way they do, and they can't hear it. They can't hear people literally shooting right next to them. Airheads are a legitimate strategy in console comp because you can't hear them.
So it's like whoever sees it and that one guy dies and tries calling it out, you go call it to the 6 guys.
If you can call it out, it may just call it in your party chat, and if it gets missed, it's gone. It's gone.
Talk about whammo opportunities.
Yeah, oh, for sure. That's why console's more exciting. Because you have stuff like that. Yeah.
Sounds awesome.
Because
it makes me not want to cast PC.
The airhead bombing runs never work on PC.
They don't even have to do bombing runs. They just do airheads.
Damn.
I'm having the game of my life on Kharkov right now, by the way.
Did you see Vietnam being cross-platform?
No. I can't see the game.
That would be huge. That would be absolutely huge.
I don't think
servers would pop easier.
Seating
they
count, right?
would, but I think you would kill. I think you would kill one side or the other. Because like if you're playing,
anybody that runs a server on Hell Let Loose right now can tell you that the game is dying and how much harder it's been to seed.
Compared to this time last year, like unless you have like 20-30 people willing to seed, it's going to take you hours to seed.
I feel like if they were going to do cross-platform, they would have announced it last week.
Yeah.
See, I've only seen the trailer, so
I've read some of the stuff. I've heard what the content creators have said. Not a single one of them mentioned cross-platform. I'm not saying they won't. I mean, but
they could be saving it too.
I mean, I've definitely seen cross-platform save some games. Holdfast, fuck's sake, that game had 400 concurrent players 3 months ago. Then they released it on PC with cross-platform. Now they're at 9,000 concurrent.
It's integration, from what I understand, with like UE4 compared to UE5 with cross-platform. UE5 is a lot easier. They have a lot more resources.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're restarting with the code, right? So, like, you would think that would be a possibility. I mean, and surely, like, if they did it, they would hopefully balance it. Because that was the thing. I remember when I played Warzone 1. And Warzone, there was a huge thing where, like,
PC,
PC people complained about people on console because console had aim assist, which made a huge difference.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was a huge thing.
With like how big the aim assist was and like that.
But then but console people complained about PC players because PC players had adjustable FOV. And that was a big thing because like literally like people on PC would run their FOV at the lowest that they could so that they could see everything. It's not like Hell Let Loose where like people want to zoom in at times. No. People in Warzone want to have wider angles of view so they can see everything around them. So it's pretty interesting. But
what I understand is it's easier to move a game from UE4 to UE5 than it would be from like UE3 to UE5. Like they have like a whole process that they could just run the same assets in. So I'm surprised there hasn't been a UE5 update for Hell Let Loose yet.
Because then they'd have to keep running the game.
Yep.
What's the financial incentive for them to do it? Because I don't think they're gonna sell the game all that much. This is brand new, dude. This is gonna make Team 17 a lot of money. I mean, okay, let's say that they sell the game at $40 a pop, and let's say that they get to the 30,000 peak. Okay, they sell it for 30,000 copies, which I don't know if that's how that math works, but let's just run it. So they would
How many
make
people buy a game and never open
1.8. Is that 1.8 million?
1.2 million for 30,000 times 40.
But that still has to be less than the development cost of this game.
I'm sure it's more than that, because I'm doing it at $40 and
Yeah, and you got to think that's just for Steam alone, not
that's
like
just for
console editions.
Steam,
Not...
right?
Yeah.
I mean, double
I
it.
feel
That's
like
2.4. It's nowhere near the $50 million that they would have, but I'm sure there's
Right.
going to be server browser, so I'm sure they're making money off of servers. I'm sure they're going to make money on DLCs. I'm sure they're going to sell more than 30,000 copies. But I mean, like, let's say that they make $5 million on opener. That doesn't seem sustainable, right, as a business? But they may be looking at it. We're recouping our value because we paid $50 million. We got to make something off of it. We got to make something.
But also, does the Hell Let Loose current model work these days? I don't think it does.
I think without microtransactions, it doesn't. I think they need microtransactions,
And
which
it'd be
I'm not
like, hey,
opposed to.
You want the new map? Can you fork over?
Well,
an old one?
I don't think that works because then
Rambo skin win.
well, I think
I mean, that would
well,
make them
there's a couple issues. One, like,
Or how about Bob the Builder?
Tropic Thunder skin win.
Pay your Bob the Builder though.
dude,
You unlock your classes quicker. I can see that happening.
I'd buy a Tropic Thunder skin for Hell Let Loose Vietnam. I'd love to play as Jack Black or Robert Downey Jr.
Jack Black.
My jelly beans. They got to do
I dropped-
microtransactions.
They will.
They will. I wonder if they'll be like how Battlefield does it. Like, hey, you want to unlock all these classes and all that, or the guns quicker? Well, give us some money.
COD same way. COD Warzone was the same way, because like, I mean, you either grinded in multiplayer, which then you had to buy the multiplayer to basically upgrade weapons. You could do it in Warzone, but it took way too much time because you don't get the you need quick matches to upgrade. The XP is way bigger in multiplayer. So like, you would do that. You would play in multiplayer and either grind or you bought bundles for whatever weapon and classes or attachments you wanted, so that you could get them in your inventory and use weapons that way. But they changed the meta constantly, so you bought bundles all the
gun that's not going to be good.
Right, or bought a bundle for a gun that's only going to work for a season until they work it, because like they're always like, well, here's the meta. Well, this one's way too overpowered, so now we got to nerf it,
adjust everything.
Yeah, and now it just creates this like, no wonder Blizzard makes so much money, because now like you're just buying stuff all the time. It's not even a matter of like, I want a Beavis and Butthead skin. It's like, I want to be competitive in the game, but I don't have the time to grind the hours, so I'm just gonna buy a bundle every season with the OP weapons.
More consumer-friendly option would be to offer a like weapons XP booster for like an hour, for a couple hours, and you can either buy those individually, or you could have it integrated into a battle pass system with like weapon skins and stuff like that. But
Hell Let Loose battle pass.
You know.
Hell Let Loose battle.
That's what I'm saying,
Jack
bro.
Black skin at tier 100.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, create a dog
Rainbow.
skin pack, dude. Create a dog skin pack.
Yeah, that'd be another thing. Just like
forgiven
hella
in this fashion.
cosmetics.
Can you imagine them
'Cause, I mean,
creating
that'd be pretty. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, with the whole dog tag thing, imagine like coming up and knifing somebody, yanking their dog tag, and then you get to steal their like custom dog tag that they had. So it gives like them like what their name is, their prestige level, and like all of that crap. I
Jeez.
mean, that'd be pretty sick. Because then you can go back and reflect on all the dog tags you collected,
I
similar
killed
to like
I killed
Battlefield
KO
1.
level 500.
Yeah, I know. Imagine killing KO and it's
I'm
like this
teabagging him.
dude has a KD of like 23 and you came up and like knifed him in the back. That'd be kind of sick. And you could have like a little like collections wall or something on your profile of like all the best players you killed or something. But like, you know.
I got my M16 with my dragon skin.
Just career stats would be so cool. Like I'm a big
Yeah, dude.
Oh, there you go.
nerd.
Hey,
So,
would
they're
you guys
they're gonna have a
like?
team Hell Let Loose Vietnam Battle Royale mode.
You want to hear? You want to hear a statistic
Hello,
about
this
Blizzard
looter
statistic?
shooter.
Looter shooter.
Oh gosh. But no, you want to hear a statistic about Blizzard though, and why like we're not getting to get any more like cool single player games like StarCraft anymore. Freaking, they made more money off of the Sparkle Horse mount in WoW than all sales for Wings of Liberty. Just the one mount in World of Warcraft, they made more money than the entire sales of StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty.
Surprised.
Are they going to create a system where you can buy and sell skins like Counter-Strike?
Flea market.
Bro, can you imagine Hell Let Loose case openings, dude?
Oh my gosh, that's so ass.
Don't do that. They would suck me
Don't
in.
even say that. Don't give them ideas.
Hell Let Loose.
What's
Hell Let Loose
what's
case
this about
openings,
needing 100
dude?
Vader fragments or whatever? Like what was it? Star Wars Battlefront 2, where it's like you couldn't even play Vader until you hit like level 50, and then you needed to open like 1 million cases just to play him.
It's almost like locking the assault best kit behind level 9 or the flamethrower behind level 8. I'm glad Team 17 doesn't do stuff
Russian
like
AT.
That. Or Russian bazooka behind level 8. I'm so glad that Team 17.
Yeah, that's a little absurd.
Mumper. That's my dog.
I mean, STG Satchel makes a little bit more sense, but you know, the Russian AT was crazy.
I just want Satchel
to
skins.
play the game more and to work your way towards something. But once you have everything unlocked.
Yeah.
I did 163 kills on that Kharkiv match, by the way, just to.
Oh, you played the rest of it?
Yeah.
I think I got kicked for inactivity.
Just casually playing it while chatting it up in here.
Do you know if they're doing a paid beta? Like a pre-order type paid beta, or
pre-order for beta? I don't know. I don't think.
I was gonna say that's a good way to drum up some extra cash.
Original Hell Let Loose was Kickstarter. So
gotcha.
It's not like they have a previous metric.
Fair enough.
When's the Hell Let Loose campaign mode coming out?
I don't know if it's good, to be honest. We don't even have voice lines in multiplayer.
Oh, I would enjoy if the VoIP worked on both sides.
Oh yeah,
that'd be funny.
That would be fun. I mean, it'd be a lot of shit talking, but
Heck, that's the point,
like
dude.
chat.
That's the
point.
Got your little boyfriends.
Chop hopped into a squad earlier, and I sniped the dude and just heard 3 guys go, "Where'd you get shot from?" And it like scared the shit out of me because I thought there was only one person next to me. It was so funny.
Your little boyfriend over there.
I hear you, GI.
I hear GI. Let's talk more show.
I can't wait to get sniped by a tree.
Witness me.
Speaking of cosmetics, I think tank cosmetics would be pretty sick. Like being able to like was it Patton 46 with like the Tiger KR like paint scheme? I feel like that'd be a pretty sick cosmetic. I'd be willing to drop like $5 on that.
The problem is, I think then we start getting really close to pay to win. That's the one thing. I mean,
Yeah.
like that's
I
where it
think
gets
just changing
tough.
insignias on tanks would be enough.
Have you seen the tiger camouflage for that? It's like shark teeth on the front. I mean, it's not very well blended with
I think adding
the
decals and
jungle.
shit would be cool.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
But it
though.
comes
I mean,
with
stuff like
upgraded
that.
armor, bro.
I guess just
Oh,
Or
I
if you add
wasn't
flames
necessarily
to it, you
saying
get more
that. I
horsepower
was
and a
just saying
faster tank.
cosmetic.
looking at the
Pinstripe your tank.
future of the game, like I agree. I think it'll be a hit, like relatively a hit when it releases, but I just don't see the potential after a year of playing fucking jungle Vietnam
Yeah.
bullshit. Like it's gonna piss a lot of people off. Like it's gonna be sexy and we're all gonna be blasting Fortunate Son and in the choppers and all that. But then what happens after 6 months of playing it? You know what I mean? And how
Right.
slow they've been in the past of.
Hey man,
And it's
hear
not
me.
easy to develop a brand new map, right? Even if there was more diversity, it still takes them forever. Oh, and then this is not a dig to them, but it takes them forever to build a whole giant new map in this type of game. So I think the content is going to get old really quickly.
Yeah. Okay, crazy comment or thought. Similar to Helldivers 2 and how there's like the space map and they have like live events. Imagine where like the battles that you play and win or lose affect like an overall total Vietnam map. So you could kind of like pledge your side to either the Americans or the Vietnamese or whatever, and like the outcome of your games over like the span of a week like globally affects where like a new line would be drawn. So you'll play like 3 maps in a pool, which is kind of boring, but you'll play like 3 maps in a pool for like a week or so, and then they'll see like the Americans won the majority of the games or the Vietnamese won, so they'll shift that line, and so then you'll get set to like a new set of pool, like map pool. That way you're actually like fighting for like control over like Vietnam as a whole.
Sounds like a lot more than playing Fortunate Son through my mic.
I think
I know.
I would like to see some kind of mechanic that incentivizes team play and community, teamwork
man.
in the game. Like I know there's some servers that do like the build 5 garrisons and unlock VIP, like stuff like that. Get your first like challenges like we see in Call of Duty and Battlefield, but not necessarily, camp in a building and get a 10 kill streak, but more so like place 3 garrisons
Weapon
down, like stuff like
camos.
that. Yeah, like
It's gonna be weapon
incentivize
camos.
incentivizing teamwork is something that's really missing, especially since majority of the Hella Loose player base doesn't know how to play the game, and that's an objective fact. Unfortunately, it's not me being mean. They don't know how to play. People don't know how to play this game. They run around and either follow somebody or they just press W until they die. Then say
KO,
that the other
don't act
person's
like you're
cheating.
better than all these people. We all know you use cheats anyway, so don't act like you're better than all of them, dude.
Orc.
Yeah, I've seen all the red boxes on this. I got them.
No, there's another guy that tried to kill me.
Someone
Yeah,
He
other
shot
than
me
KO?
once. Don't kill me. Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Esther,
What's up?
you're talking in here.
Yeah, we're in the middle of a podcast, Esther.
How unprofessional.
Somebody's trying to
Well, drag me into a chat, pork.
He
My bad.
broke KO's
I got
rule.
you. I got you. He broke KO's rule.
Castrated.
Someone's a
Get a
eunuch
load of that
now.
guy.
I didn't make the rule. Well, I did, but
You did make the rule.
actually I did. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
100% made the rule.
The rule's been made.
The
So
rule
one thing I hope
has been made.
One thing we have to look forward with this game though is there's 2 other Vietnam games coming out, so they can kind of
Not anymore.
use that as inspiration.
Are they though?
Not
Like,
anymore.
I don't think so. I'd read something about like the
Burning Lands is
Alright,
dead.
yes.
Born is dead. And in Rolling Thunder, Vietnam, I think is
Very far away.
yeah.
Damn. All right, so never mind.
Well, I think like this. I think like you said, this has killed.
This killed
This
Rolling
has
Thunder.
killed yeah. Because I would imagine if they're releasing the trailer, I'm gonna predict like in April 2026 we're going to see the first playable. I think late spring. I think within the year, within 12 months for sure. And I'm gonna say April, which is about 6-7 months out. I don't think
All
they
right.
would release a trailer this soon and build up this hype.
PAX East is in March. Could even see some at that event.
All right, not to sound like an ass, but like I've kind of been away from the game for a little bit. Is there actually demand for a Vietnam setting for games like this? Like, I don't know.
If
I
you
haven't
ask
really.
Soul Sniper, yes.
Okay, but like I know there's like a couple people. Like I've heard a little bit, but like I don't know. I haven't seen any large group presence about it outside of like memes.
No, I mean I've seen it on like the Hell Let Loose Reddit a few times over the years, but I think the we want the Pacific has been like the biggest outcry, at least from the Hell Let Loose community.
Yeah.
People have been begging for the Pacific, and now this effectively has killed that, right? So
yeah,
and that's why my idea was port. Like I agree, the game is broken. It's spaghetti code, and it was developed by a different team, so they needed to build a new game. 100% agree with that. But I think it should be Hell Let Loose the brand, and not Hell Let Loose Vietnam. So it could have just been Hell Let Loose re-released on Unreal Engine 5. Start porting all the maps from from current Hell Let Loose, port them into Unreal Engine 5, and building the game from the ground up.
Yeah.
I think taking the approach.
And I think starting with the DLC. I think Vietnam make Vietnam a paid DLC.
Make it something that you can toggle between, like you can select eras.
Yeah.
That you want to play.
Dude, if they came out with the Hell Let
amazing.
Loose World War I, I'd be all over that shit. But instead of having tanks, then you have like cavalry. I mean, you could even, I don't know, not to be like, BF1 knockoff, but like BF1 knockoff though, if they could.
And then
manage something like
that. You're not splitting. Well, you're kind of splitting the player base because the servers, but
yeah,
but they're still on the game,
You're on Hell Let Loose the game, and instead
just
of
work through the eras, bro. So like
old Hell Let Loose
versus
Vietnam,
great. Hell Let Loose like Desert Storm. I feel like that'd be
dude,
sick.
that would be wild. I was thinking about that earlier. Little Desert Storm action, crazy.
No, I think Hell Let Loose Ukraine is where it's at, dude.
Yeah.
What's just so weird that they're
on the
like
drones.
Like we don't know how long they've been developing Vietnam, but I would go out on a limb and say it's been
day 2,
3 years,
a very very long time, which is why I expect to see it sooner than a lot of people think.
When did 17 acquire
January 2022.
Okay, so 3 years.
So
they've been developing it for 3 years, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. And so that's why I'm thinking like it's a very strange decision that they scrapped the roadmap for Hell Let Loose and we're trying to fix Hell Let Loose and fix all the bugs and what was the point of doing all that if you're just gonna make try and get everyone to transfer to a whole new game?
There's no more money left in Hell Let Loose, bro.
From
clean
what I'm seeing,
cut.
Yeah, but they weren't making money from Hell Let Loose anyway. Like what? They haven't done anything to make money. They're not releasing skins. They're not doing a battle pass.
They released a bunch of, I don't know. I haven't touched the game in like solidly a year, but like last time I was playing, they released like a skin pack every other week. I guess. I don't know.
To say it, from earlier, from what I'm reading on this is Team 17 established Cover 6 Studios in early 2023 to work on new entries in the Hell Let Loose series. So it's been developed thought of for 2 years.
2+ years now.
Yeah.
Which makes that makes sense.
That's pretty short time though. I mean, I don't know. How many people do they have within their team?
I don't know. The Team 17 as a whole laid off a bunch of people a few months ago as well.
Yeah, no, exactly. I mean, I don't know. I'm being a pessimist right now, but like I just don't really see how it was laid out.
I think they've done some really terrible business decisions with
Uh-oh, can't hear
You
you.
muted yourself, by the way, Sheepdog.
You cut out.
Oops. It's okay. I remember my first time streaming.
No, he's in that rural internet.
Oh.
And he don't worry, he did this to me in the charity match.
Bro's going nonverbal.
No, my mic is it's becoming unsoldered in the USB port, so if I touch it, it like comes undone for a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I think like Hell Let Loose has made some really terrible financial decisions. Like they've released some DLCs, but it doesn't come anywhere near covering the cost. Nowhere. I mean, like I don't think it really puts a dent in it. It may justify the cost of it, right? But like when you're selling a $5 cosmetic, I mean, like how much money are you really making off of it? Does it really cover cover your costs? I don't know. So, but if they decided this really early on, why would you do a whole lot of work on Hell Let Loose anyway? Why would you even like try to make money off of it anyway? You know that your moneymaker is going to be Hell Let Loose Vietnam. That's what you invested in. I mean, you do just enough to keep them interested, and keep your player base. And it's been declining for a while, but surely they're like, it's okay because we're gonna get them back when we come out with this new game. That's why they had to announce this. In my opinion, like they had to announce this.
It's a big gamble, right?
Yeah.
So the reason why I think they kept working on it is just looking at timelines. So 2023, spring, we'll say they started thinking and trying to work on it, and you can't just give up on the game you have now in case that just fails inevitably. And then 8 months later, they joined up with Microsoft to put it on Game Pass, which that brings in a lot of money because Microsoft, they pay $1 billion a year just in licensing fees to games. Wow. Not saying they got $1 billion. Right. They had to keep working on it because they had this agreement with Microsoft. They're bringing in this fucking shit ton of money each year just off of that alone. That's why I think that the game's probably going to release on Game Pass because that's where they're going to make most of their money.
Yeah.
Especially with a game that's getting this much hype. Microsoft's going to jump right on it.
If anything, I mean, I was looking into like Team 17's portfolio just of games that they released, and personally, the only like 2 big games that I see are like the whole Worms series, which hasn't been relevant since I don't know 2016, if even, and then like The Escapists, which also hasn't been relevant since I don't know 2016. So I guess maybe this was like their next big like portfolio move, just within like developing like a new brand or identity. Because I mean, I don't know. I feel like personally, Hell Let Loose kind of like curbed the market with like the like real nitty gritty hardcore type of like realistic shooter. So, because it was like between what Hell Let Loose and what was the other game that
Rising Storm?
Postscriptum.
Oh, Postscriptum.
Postscriptum. Yeah, that got renamed. Yeah, and like that, and it seems like Hell Let Loose won the battle of the two. So.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Although you could argue Postscriptum, which is Squad 44 now, is owned by Squad, the game Squad. So, so it's the same company that has both games. So they were like, they probably don't care that much because Squad has triple the player base that Hell Let Loose does.
Well, shit. I'm talking out my ass then. Never mind.
No, I think it's a good point. But I don't know where does Hell Let Loose get new players from. That's where I'm like,
yeah,
I think they'll get new players, but like I mean, you're gonna get
lasting players, right?
Oh,
and maybe
I don't know about lasting, but who cares? I don't think they care. Like they sell the game. That's where they're gonna make their big bucks.
Right. It's just the people that want.
Madden makes their money because they sell a new $50, $60 game every year, and people are willing to pay it for whatever reason.
Yeah, and I'll never understand that.
But they
brand
do.
Loyalty, bro. Brand loyalty. Well, I grew up playing the Madden 14.
I do too.
So therefore, I need to buy Madden 26.
Well, because you don't want to play with outdated players. That's what ends up happening.
Yeah.
And that's like, but that's great, right? And I want them, begrudgingly, I want them to make money so that they continue to develop the game that we all love. But if it's all just for that initial credit card swipe, then like, where does that leave all like their community? And that's why Hell Let Loose has been slowly dying, is because they've transitioned to more of doing whatever they can to try and get people's money, which hasn't worked, which is why this has gone the route that they've taken. And then it just lets the game hemorrhage and eventually die. And I think Hell Let Loose Vietnam is going to last way less time than the 6-7 years that regular Hell Let Loose has gone
Yeah.
on.
I don't know.
Like,
I feel like it's too niche.
none of us are going to be talking about Hell Let Loose Vietnam in 5 years.
No.
Promise you that.
I think part of it.
I would bet that they would be on to Hell Let Loose whatever 3 at that point.
Yeah. I think part of it just comes with how the game, or I guess games plural, are being marketed with being like realistic and historically like kind of like time period accurate, but it's like they can't release crazy skins or like do crazy collabs like, Call of Duty or Fortnite would do. So they can't really, I mean, they released what like uniforms they could for Hell Let Loose, like World War II, but there's only so many that you can do, and then you just gotta start like making up stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. And then like I feel like Vietnam is just such an even more like niche, I guess, just like subject or like setting that like yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
It's
100% it is.
It's gonna be a fast cash grab where they probably already have a bunch of microtransaction skins planned out for like a set release for like every 2 weeks to month, and then like I wouldn't say they pull the plug after a year, but they're gonna stop like mainstream support after a year, 2 years. I mean,
Hell Let Loose 1 will not last long.
yeah, no, disappointing, but
you know what? I think the disappointment will be dependent on how good Hell Let Loose Vietnam is. I'll be really honest. I think it will. And
I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna be like, I think it'll be cool and shiny and new, and then
yeah,
people are gonna be like, "Damn, I miss my grand brother.
yeah.
Wish I was on
nah, bro, you're gonna be
Carrington."
shooting that AK, dude. You could be like, bro, this is way better than that car ever was, bro. I don't
You
even
get
know
a fucking
why. I don't know
M249
why,
saw in your hand,
bro.
KO.
Yeah, bro, the M60, bro. You're gonna be
M60,
like,
I meant,
you're
yeah.
gonna be shooting that M60. You'll be yelling, "Get some! Get some!"
You're gonna go commander, drop napalm on about 30 dudes. You're gonna be like, hell yeah, this is it.
Dude,
Hey, man.
this is it, dude.
As a horticulturalist, as long as I can drop some fucking Agent Orange on everybody, that's a win. It's a win. That would be cool though. Similar to Battlefield where you can have like
chemical warfare, dude.
Yeah, no, seriously. If like how they have like interactive or whatever environments, call in a little Agent Orange airstrike, and then like after 10 minutes all the leaves defoliate. That'd be sick.
Hell Let Loose Geneva Convention map.
Nah.
War Crimes are a DLC.
One of the maps is just like a Viet Cong prison, dude.
You're arrested.
Yeah,
you're in a
You're just
POW
like
camp.
you're hung by your thumbs in Hotel Hanoi.
So when are we getting Vietnam 1984 Tiananmen Square? That's the real question.
Yeah, but that was China. But yeah,
that was China, dude.
No, this is a future game that they can add to their portfolio. You know?
Oh, it's a DLC where you can play.
Yeah, it's a DLC. You gotta pay extra.
Yikes, dude.
Whichever team can run in front of the tank first wins.
Hopefully you didn't lose any viewership off of that one.
I want Hell Let Loose Russian Revolution, bro.
Honestly, that would be sick,
American
dude.
Revolution.
Yeah, but that isn't. But that's just War of Rights, though, isn't it?
No, that's Civil War.
I know, but like, I mean, that's just what it would be.
So what do we got to do to get fucking bayonets added to the game? Please.
Bonsai Charger, bro.
Dude.
That's I know it's the
Please.
wrong time, but like basically.
Can't we get bayonets, dude?
Was it
Punji sticks,
was
bro.
it Battlefield 2042 that got the game portal where it had all of the different like Battlefield
Yeah.
asset? It'd
Yeah.
be kind of cool if they managed to make a like one main platform, and then they had like
Yeah,
something like that where it's a bunch.
that's
you-
what we were
you get
saying.
Crazier
That would
if they
be
allowed modding support.
What's that? Never heard of her.
Yeah. Just have
That's what I'm
custom servers
saying.
with mods. Like, so
make
easy.
it
That's
a
too
Let
much
the
platform.
fun,
community
dude.
make your game at that point.
Exact. How can we monetize that? That's the real question.
I would pay money to get Hell Let Loose Vietnam base game, but it's overarching just the Hell Let Loose title under one package, and eventually they upgrade all the original Hell Let Loose maps into Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's a nice, neat, polished game without all the bugs. And maybe it'll feel a little bit differently. It'll be like a remake kind of. But it's like when we talk about like Modern Warfare 2 and like, oh, I miss the good old days of Call of Duty, like how many people nobody wants to play the new Call of Duty. They want that old nostalgic feeling back. And I
Yeah.
think that's going to be at least the way I feel about this new game.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. 'Cause it's 11:30 my time.
Yeah.
But great thoughts, and I think everyone is. We'll see. We'll just have to see, man. We'll just have to see what they. I'm sure
That's what we
they'll
can
come
really
out with
do.
more details at some point. You know,
Make the Dog's Den skin.
Dog's Den bundle, bro.
Ben.
Yeah. Ben, make us a
Team
Dog's
17.
Den bundle.
All
Yeah.
will be forgiven.
All will be forgiven. Yep, absolutely.
Sheep's like, I want to go to bed. KO, stop talking.
No, I'm down with the Dog's Den bundle, bro. I'm gonna be going into Leonardo AI and like be like, can we make a Hello Let Loose Vietnam skin pack using our characters from the Dog's Den? Bro, how sick.
You'll probably make it better than they would, because they would be doing the same thing on ChatGPT.
I kind of want to try it now, bro. I gotta add more credits. All right. Well, I'm gonna end it. Thank you for those who watched it. I mean, like we had some viewers. Like I think we got not much, but like 5 viewers. So whoever was watching us on we didn't even announce it or anything. We were like, oh, let's just do it. Thank you for watching and commenting, and we really appreciate it. So have a good night, and yeah, Hello Loose Vietnam coming.